What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk manga chapters 155 and 156. We had the triple header, triple upload last video, which I think was Fridays. You guys might see this on Sunday or Monday, depending on the like goal. Regardless, a lot of nonsense going on. There's a lot of demonic interference showing up. It seems to be taking over the whole castle, but I'm curious. I can't remember if it's daytime outside or not. It's got to be getting close. Um, if the building collapses and everything sprouts out there in the sunlight, it'll all just vanish, right? Also, I mean, we could talk about the Nina hate forever, but nothing too. I don't think there's anything really worth discussing last chapter or last handful of chapters before we start this one, other than with Casca, is it almost like the demonic spirits were protecting her a little bit? I'm not quite sure how that goes, because I guess now that we think about it, we've never really seen what happens if they get all the way up close, like actually on her, because the spirit of the child always shows up, so they never actually get a chance to like actually make contact with her. Here, at least from what I saw so far, there was no spirit of the child anywhere near. And they made contact, but are they protecting her because maybe there's traces of Griffith within her? I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out the logic of, I guess, why they haven't fully consumed her ass yet. And then now that I think about it, do we ever actually really see those... Do those spirits ever actually kill, or do they just possess until sunlight comes up and then they don't possess? Because at the end of it, you could be like, well, that's not so bad. But now in her case, though, she is a sacrifice. That might be a little different, but I think every other human we've seen actually get possessed, they just get possessed in that moment. Guts usually ends up killing them. But then once the sun comes up, wouldn't the spirit just leave and they would be perfectly fine? They might not be perfectly fine mental. But I guess maybe now that since she's a sacrifice, would the demons protect her because she is a sacrifice? Like, they're not protecting her for her own benefit. I don't know, I never really thought about all that up till now, so we'll see. Maybe we'll get some answers. Let me make sure all this is going here. You guys should be able to see the cursor. Mic is on, recording. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. Chapter 155, let's see what we got, let's see what we got, let's see what we got. Okay, so there she is. It is there! Okay. Well, scratch all those theories. We'll just go back to the original of the overall protection. It's there. I really just want to see him get like possessed and taken over right here. Come at me. Master, please withdraw. No, they have some sins to answer for, by the way. For the things that they've done to the torturing people, passing it off as like the word of God. I shall accept anyone's challenge. What is that? What is this? This is where the eyes have been coming from? This one of the god hands? Father Mosgus? Rutrow. Hey buddy, we keep on going up, but I need to go down. We're lost. Say what? Running from that thing's more important right now. We'll hide somewhere and wait for this to blow over. Please be safe, Elaine. Yeah. Are you okay? You're not hurt? No. Still coming. I've got it. Chapel should be this way. Oh, is that where they started to torture her? Okay. I'm assuming that's what that's showing. Is that where that's where they began to torture her and she just cracked? The thing on what they're trying to show me isn't like foreshadowing that she's gonna turn or I don't think so. Oh shit. The doors, they're thick. We can barricade. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, crap. Luca, close your eyes. I mean, what can we even do here? What can actually be done here besides all of us just dying? What? But that's another thing, though. Holy shit, is this her? Getting shot out of there like a cannon? What the? Yeah, what is correct? Eh? Ah, shit. He's been taken over. All of them have been taken over. Oh, shit. They've all been possessed. I have witnessed a miracle. Oh, this is what the Lord intends. To use this power to guide the people. He's so deranged. Elaine, what's that? Elaine, what? It's Casca. Hey, Flatface, give the lady to me. Hey, who are you? I know the girl in back is the witch's friend. That shall not happen. The witch is the ringleader of the evil spreading through Albion. Albion? I must show God's victory to the masses by burning her at the stake. Ah, okay, so this is where it comes from. They are possessed though, right? I'm assuming that's what this means with kind of like the way their faces have been showing and we see all the demonic shit coming out of their mouths. Here's the thing though, we really don't know. Well, what I was originally going to say is, have we ever actually seen a human be killed by one of these demonic spirits? I think all instances we've seen is them just being taken over. And then I go to this. I can't remember which one we got confirmation on. When the demon spirits take you over, are they in full auto? Are they really driving your body? Like you're just a husk and they're controlling your mind, your heart, your feelings? Or are they going in there and flipping a switch and taking your deepest desires and pulling it to the front and you're actually acting on it? Or is a little bit of mix of both? Regardless, is there not some like demon hierarchy here? I say that because it's taken over his body, but the demons and the demons in the surrounding area, they know what she is. Like, she's not just a regular one. When they come around Guts and they come around Casca, they all, you know, chant sacrifice and all that shit. I say that to say he's over here talking about burning her in front of everybody. Do they even have the clearance for that? Meaning, like, she's not a regular human that they can just take over, do what they want, disappear when the sun comes up. She's been branded, so she has a purpose. If they just go and kill her, is that even allowed? And I guess you could say, what do they have to lose? They're already demon souls trapped in an eternity of hell. But then it's I don't know. It's a lot of questions. What do you mean, witch? You guys are the shady ones. When they hear about this back home, I'm finished. What? Do you even intend to hinder my holy task? My disciples do not have the hearts tolerant of the Lord's enemies. And now they've been juiced up. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh. Oh, you want some of this? Come get it. Get back, kid. This is dangerous. Guts, we could really use some help here, buddy. Because this shit is getting bad. Oh, they've returned. What in the world is happening in the tower? Look up there. I read that wrong. See, look, I knew they weren't human. See? There's no way I can take these guys. Oh, are we for real letting them down one by one, or did we just slip? No, we slipped. Oh, so it's Luca that slips, which grabs onto Nina, which he grabs onto Nina, which Isidro grabs onto him, and how far is that drop? Uh-oh. What's that? What's this? Oh, who's that? These are the eyes. Do these eyes belong to this shadowy figure? This shadowy figure, ooh, the eyes looking right at the Skull Knight. We know who that is. I mean, we knew he was arriving here, so we knew we would be seeing him. But still, I'm going to assume this is God hand related. They can't manifest themselves in the real world. So when we see this, like these, I guess, images of them or things made out to look like them. Remember when those rats made his face and we kind of saw the other girl show up at that like sex dungeon thing? It's just manifestations of them though. It's not really them. To my assumption, they're not that they're not allowed, they just can't. Come on, the presence feels stronger. Oh wow, that went fast. Alright, let's see what 156 is talking about. Oh brother. Yeah, we need some serious help. He's twirling, he's twirling. Here comes the next one, buddy. Just pull him up. Dang, it's that far of a drop. I didn't know if there was like cascading levels underneath, but I guess we can't drop him. No, we can't. What do you mean just pull him up? He's holding on to damn near... Let's give Luca a $120, Nina another buck. Like, man's got damn near 300 pounds in one arm. Oh god. That's weird, because like... You see how like the Skull Knight's presence is... Well, he's actually physically there. Is like so much... Oh, this is the spider, right? That was dangling down in front of Mosgus? Or over the top of him? I think. See how they're making his presence like engulf? What the hell's going on here? Is this place a monster's den? Is that what he's sensing? Is that his words? Hmm. It's so weird again. It's like he knows where to be. And already, like, he had more information on it about us, but he doesn't know the specifics. Which, I mean, if he did, he'd know everything, so I guess he wouldn't. Luca, Nina. Oh, here she fucking goes. I just hate how, like, every single time there's a moment for Nina to, I don't know, be great, be different, be something. And there's always a moment for her to choice. It's always a choice for her thoughts. It's always the negative one that comes up first. Because we've seen her decide like, oh, well, I'll give Elaine up. Oh, but if I give Elaine up, what will happen to her? So she's weighed like the heads and tails, the pros and cons. But like, they're over here desperately looking at each other. It's life or death. She jumps to save her, so we know there's something in there because she did jump to grab her. But then in the same breath, you already see the doubt slipping in her head. She's heavy. This is hurting my... Like, how long can I hold? I don't think I can... This is Luca's weight. What I'm holding on to right now is Luca's life. Now everything you are is in the palm of my hand. I don't like how that was said. If I were to take these hands and... What? So as Nina's dumbass is sitting here plotting, thinking about, oh, I have her life in my hands. If I was to let go or something were to happen, we didn't even get to see the rest of her exposition. Luca's like, I know that they can't pull me back up and there's shit going on the other side. They need to be able to get back up. She's like, Jerome, look after Nina. Instantly lets go. God, they just don't do Nina any favors. Because I don't even like the way that they animate Nina's face here. It's almost as like she's got like a sadistic pleasure out of this. And then the following quote of like, now everything you are is in the palm of my hand. Like, I control your... It's like, what? I didn't like the way that was going. Yo, Skull Knight, you gonna go grab her, right? Is that how she dies? I mean, I didn't think... The only people I thought going on this murder mission that would return of the human entities, Guts, Casca, Isidro. I thought Nina and everybody else, Luca, would just be... It sucks because I like Luca's character, and I wish we had gotten some more backstory to it. Like I said, it seems like she's got the female version of Griffith going on. Just saving these young girls. I mean, who's to say? I guess you could say she's saving them, giving them a means to make money and I guess have better lives. I would like to see how she like kind of got to all this, but I guess we kind of did get her backstory quickly told. Well, not really. But dang, I feel like we got more Nina in her works than we did her. Is this really it? Like she's just going down there and just plopping dead? Uh, hurry, run, Luca. Why, Luca? You see the blood on her finger. Huh? What's that? Something jump off the roof? And jumped straight down? He is gonna save her. Why? I mean, she sees it as the image of death, of course. Why did he do that? Again, I don't know anything about this man or his backstory or his purpose or like what his end goal is or what he's even on this world to do. Who even knows if he is even always within the actual physical existence of the world? We've never really seen him go out of his way, but we did see that with Guts and Casca when he rescued them, took it to Rickard, and had Rickard do his thing, or had Rickard, kind of handle it. But that was because he had just seen a possibility, like, oh, that could, whatever his goal is, I think he saw in that moment, like, okay, that's not regular human passion. I've never seen fight like that. That could be useful to me. So he decides to scoop him up, save him, and keep him moving. To my knowledge, he's never encountered this chick. And to him, she's no different than the other hundreds that they've tortured and killed in there. So I wonder why. Was she always going to be saved by him? Because he was heading here anyway. Destiny had already set it to be so. Interesting. Interesting. Look at the spider. Luca, what was that? We ain't got time for that. Get down. Oof. Nice. Alright, cool. Guts has made his way. Do we get an interaction between him and the Skull Knight by the end of the chapter? Possibly. Because we've never had a healthy... I mean, we've never had a team up ever. Because I'm just going to say it right now. Guts can't handle the God Hand 1v5 by himself. And to my understanding, it seems like the Skull Knight can't either. So, natural selection would suggest that they're going to need to combine their powers into a fusion. Call themselves Skull Guts or Guts Knight, something along those lines, and figure this shit out. But right now could be the one time that Guts is healthy and moving and the Skull Knight is here as well. So... oh shit. He sees Casca. Ain't gonna like that. Not going to like that at all. Oh my god, all the bodies out there. Is that the ground of the tower? Are these just demonic souls we're seeing, or are these actual just corpses? I think this is just lands of corpse. Now she's gonna look up and see that he's a floating corpse and see, the thing with her is, like, I like how there's no freak out in her. If this was like a Farnice or this was like a Nina or something like that, they're probably freaking out in his hands, squirming, doing a bunch of wild shit like that. And it's also wild is that her mental seems to... I mean, I'm going to keep reading. She might freak out before this chapter ends. She had made her mind like she was going to kill herself. Do you know how that is? As like mental... just this could, like, in real life right now. It's unfortunate if any of you have had to actually, like, deal with that. But to actually go through with killing yourself. Like, she knows if I let go, I'm dead. Um, and then to come out on the other end not dead. It's a lot for the human mind to accept. Um, you're death, aren't you? Girl, why did you choose to die? Oh, wow, he's like really curious about this shit. Hey, cut it out, I'm not that commendable. See, that tower's awfully tall, but it juts out over several sections. I wouldn't have slammed straight into the ground. I thought maybe if one of those sections had trees on it, it might break my fall, or only my let. Okay, girl, you were dying. But now that I think about it, maybe it was crazy. At the time, I thought that was all I could do for everyone to survive, but now I just keep trembling. So she wasn't actually ready to die. She just thought, I can help them, so I'm going to try. And she thought, like she said, and that's what I thought as well. I thought the same thing as her. When you kind of see it, when they showed it last chapter, it looked like, okay, they're kind of rungs here. I mean, it's deep rungs for sure, but maybe like a 2 stories worth of a fall. But no, that's a pretty big fall there. So she wasn't like, okay, I've reached my end. I hope this helps them. She's like, oh, I'm going to help them and I'm going to try to get out of this. It's interesting that he was so interested in that. But it looks like I didn't make it. I get the feeling I was lucky. Oh, she thinks she's dead. She thinks like she's been taken. I mean, you see this field of corpses and dead bodies, and there's a man, not even, there's a figure that has a skull face. She actually thinks she's dead. I get the feeling I was lucky not to feel any pain, but this either way doesn't look like heaven. Oh, it's not. These are the burial grounds that extend across the base of the tower. So in other words, I'm still alive, so it would seem. But if you want to remain so, stay there. Oh, fark. We're about to get the 1v1. That's very interesting. The last 2 encounters, we've seen less stoicness out of him. There seem to be emotions and questions and like, aha, chin scratching moments. So when he says show yourself, who are we talking to? But again, I thought this could, if everything's lined up, you know how he said, this is even a rarer occurrence, a once in 1,000 years. If we've reached that point in time where it's like, okay, this happens once every 1,000 years under these perfect scenarios, and it's lined up, then okay. Then I guess the God Hand are physically tangible on Earth at the moment. Now, does he actually see them, by the way? He's just saying show yourself because he knows that they're hiding themselves, or show yourself because he can only sense but not see. I don't know. So you are the infamous Black Swordsman. I do not know your reasons, but I shall by no means relinquish this witch. In the name of God's righteousness. Oh my god, and they've all sprouted wings and shit, and yeah. That's a pretty it's pretty dope, like built like a Kotsky Phantom Troop villain shot right here of them all sprout. Like he's got his Raven head cloak on and shit, and they've got theirs, and their wings sprouted, and a bunch of wildness. That's pretty dope. That's actually pretty funny that Luca actually thought she was dead. But am I the only one freaking out that, like, what was Nina thinking right there? I didn't like that, I think the shot of the whole entire 2 chapters was that opening color script. I didn't like this right here. The transition of she's heavy into what I'm holding onto right now is Luca's life. Now everything you are is in the palm of my hand. I didn't like how that came off. Now again, is that Nina biased because we all hate her, or I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to assume the 1,000 year, whatever. I'm going to assume this next destiny, stars align moment. It's here, I guess. I mean, that's the God Hand silhouette for sure. I want to Google God Hand. Uh-oh, we've got an unauthorized track here. I want to Google God Hand real quick, but I also don't want to be spoiled on like what they are and abilities and who dies. But hold on, I just want some images here. Hopefully we don't go too crazy. I just want the image of that one. They had a PlayStation game called God Hand. Come on now. Trying to see the image of that one. Okay, perfect. This is like the first image and it won't spoil anything. Good. I don't know if you guys can see this one right here. That looks like the silhouette of that one right there. I need to take my face out of the camera so it focuses. You guys can see this one by my index finger. That looks to be the one that you guys know which one I'm talking about. It's right here. That seems to be the silhouette of what he said, show yourself to. Now, what the hell was that spider, though? Because I'm looking at the picture of the girl, I thought, oh, maybe she has to do something with the spiders, but she's got like more serpent shit going on. Who knows? Who knows? Decisions. But yeah, I feel like we had some interesting questions there. I think that is true. We've never seen the demonic spirits actually kill. I mean, they've taken over, and then the host body that they've taken over has then killed. Yeah, sure. But have we ever seen spirits just straight up like, I see a human, it's nighttime, just go up and just kill? Do they always just take over? I think we've only seen them take over. I don't think they've ever just straight up raw killed. So essentially, I guess it's not the end of the world if you get taken over, because all you got to do is somehow maybe make it till the sun comes up. But who knows what you would have done in that time, or what you would have ran into in that time period. I think that's the case. They're over here sprouting wings and shit, doing a bunch of wildness. So that was one question. Like, I don't think the demonic spirits actually do anything. Then number two, can they just, because again, I don't know who's piloting the ship of the person that's taken over. Is it the spirit just piloting all your deepest, darkest desires? Or are they just liberating you and taking those shackles off your deepest, darkest desires, and you are piloting the ship? Regardless, there is a demonic interference, and are they allowed to, whether they are willingly or knowingly, are they even allowed to harm sacrifices? I don't know. Skull Knight shows up as well, and he's over here asking some interesting questions. And it makes it very interesting because I think I'd asked the question a handful of chapters ago, like, is he bound to fate in destiny as well? Because he was at least bound to Luca's fate. Because if all this that's set into motion and everything that happens for a reason, and we're all just following the carrot down the rabbit hole, we're all just marching in line leading to the same destiny thing. Luca was always going to show up here. No matter which road you took, it was always going to end up with Luca dangling off this building and letting go. It's always a thing. But because he is whatever it is that he is, Puck says he gets elf vibes, half elf, half man, half elf demon man. I don't know if he even exists within the realm of destiny, etc., etc. But because this phenomenon is happening where everything's lining up again for like Eclipse 2.0, he's there at that time when she lets go, and he makes does he? Or was the decision made for him? He makes the decision to save her life. What is one random human life to him? See how many were lost in the original Eclipse? Does he go around saving humans any chance he gets? Because I don't know if does he just stay in the world, just kind of waiting? I don't know. Very, very interesting. Again, more questions related to causality and destiny and fate, etc. But we'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe as always.